Aries, Libras, Cancers, and Capricorn placements, welcome to your monthly forecast reading when it pertains to the month of July, okay? Y'all, this is going to be kind of a heavy month, okay? Especially for y'all, but just like overall, because we have a lot of retrograde energy going on in this month, okay? So many people will be in this energy of resetting, restarting, releasing, refreshing, renewing, and this is why I really feel like July is going to be one of those months to where it's going to be filled with so much like abundance and blessings and happiness, but it's going to be really a major month to where we are being asked to really focus on what is going on within us, okay? Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And with this energy that came out for y'all, that is what all of this energy is giving for y'all right now, cardinal signs, okay? Before we dive into the tarot cards, let's actually dive into some of the oracle cards that y'all have, okay? So let's start off with the lessons that y'all will be going through this month, okay? So first off, y'all got perseverance. Okay, perseverance. This one says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, okay? So this is going to be one of those months, cardinal signs, to where you're being asked to, baby, persevere through the bullshit, the chaos, the drama. This is a time to really make sure that you're just standing your ground and not allowing yourself to get lost or confused or angry or upset due to the challenges and the obstacles that may come upon you this month, okay? This is one of those months to where it is going to test your ass when it pertains to seeing how much you have grown, see how much you have matured, seeing how much of how you may be handling things that may just not be going in the way that you thought it was going to go or that you would have liked it to go, okay? So this is one of those months to where it's like, baby, no matter what you have, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling, baby, just continue to keep persevering to get you to where you want to be, baby, okay? Y'all also did get courage. Okay, courage came out a lot because not only did it come out when it pertains to your lesson card, it also came out when it pertains to your life clarifying card for this month as well, okay? So for your lesson card, this one says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, okay? And then for your spiritual life oracle card, this one says, ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows of fear. So like I said, this is one of those months to where it's going to take a lot of courage to release and reset and restart in the particular areas that you need to in this life. For some, it's going to be love. For some, it's going to be finances. For some, it's friends. For some, it's jobs. For some, it's your mental health. This is going to be one of those months to where it's like, how are you having that courage to fight, to heal, to build, to accept, and to really also really be more self-aware and take accountability of where you're being asked to do better, evolve better, grow better, and also, you know, really just no longer live in denial. So it's going to be like a really wake-up call for y'all cardinal signs, okay? This month is going to come in feeling very heavy, feeling a little down, and it's not here to scare y'all, because at the end of the day, all of these 12 months that we have, we're not going to all be happy, giddy, everything is good. Some months is going to sit our ass down to show us where we need to do better, where we need to just be in stillness, where we need to just observe, where we need to just heal, and that's what this month is coming in for y'all. So this is also why death came out for y'all. And this does not mean that y'all asses is going to be dying, okay? Death is just nothing but a card that represents making space for new beginnings by closing the chapter to the old ones, okay? So get prepared to really end things and close doors and chapters that just no longer is in alignment with who you're evolving to be, or the areas of where you're growing and what you're potentially pursuing in this lifetime when it pertains to your goals. This is also why acceptance came out. Like I said, acceptance is going to be so big for y'all this month, okay? Like really just accepting the things that you cannot change, accepting the things that you just have to let go of, accepting the things that you just no longer can live in denial about. This one says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change and continue to keep moving forward towards the energy that's best for me, baby, okay? And this is why empathy came out last, because I really need y'all to really make sure that you're embracing being vulnerable this month, but also giving yourself the space to cry and be vulnerable and, you know, and empathize with yourself, but even empathize with others in this world when it pertains to all of this chaos and drama of just this damn economy, okay? So like I said, empathy is gonna be like very much heavy for y'all this month. A lot of y'all will be kind of like in this sensitive state to where y'all may be feeling and seeing and sensing and really just soaking up a lot. So this is why protection is also very much key for y'all this month, and this also leads me into y'all crystal cards this month, okay? This is why I really feel like black kyanite. I know y'all may not be able to see this card because it's white, but this one is called black kyanite, okay? Kyanite. If this is a crystal that you would like to get to help you through this month, this crystal is all about setting some strong boundaries. And a lot of y'all will have to set boundaries with yourself, with your friends, with your lovers, with whomever, to really make sure that you're not allowing yourself to overextend or overwhelm or just overstress yourself this month. So with black kyanite, this can allow you to really like ground yourself. Many of the crystals that came out for y'all, actually, cardinal signs, was like very much just like in the dark colors, in the blackish colors, okay? And usually when the crystals come out around the type of color tones, this is going to be a month of like I said, heavy protection, heavy much just like boundaries, heavy like really moving in a way to where like you're trying to keep whatever unhealthy habits, energy, and people out, okay? And that's what this energy is giving. So this is also why Epidite came out. EPIDOTE. This one is go deeper. So this is going to be a crystal that's going to really help you when it pertains to going deeper, when it pertains to where you need to heal, where you need to evolve, where you need to grow, where you need to really accept, okay? This one is called Garnet, GARNET. This one says ignite your passion. So this is going to be a month where I see a lot of y'all having a wake-up call when it pertains to igniting whatever that you may be passionate about this month. Whether it's your passion about healing, maybe going to the gym, changing up your routine, pursuing love, maybe getting your finances up. Ignite whatever you're going to be passionate about this month for you, and just continue to keep having that flame burn, baby, okay? Like I said, that flame is going to be burning out the old and like really helping you burn it to something more, something new, something more spontaneous that can really get you out of like this maybe stuck cycle. So cardinal signs, this is also why Chrysocolla came out. This one says start fresh, okay? CHRYSOCOLLA. All right, start fresh. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to push yourself into new areas and new habits and new routines, okay? Get out of your comfort zone, okay? Because already emotionally and mentally I see y'all getting out of your comfort zone, so make sure that you're also physically doing that as well. You also did get Lemurinian Quartz. I always say that name wrong, okay? Lemurinian Quartz, okay? This one is all about practicing patience as well, and not feeling like you have to rush your process, rush yourself, or rush whatever that you may be trying to get yourself together with, okay? So this one is a white crystal, like I said. So this is going to be one of those crystals to where, you know, white is more for like purity and cleansing, black is more for like protection and honoring and boundaries, okay? And then lastly, you got bloodstone. Bloodstone, okay? Get up and get moving in all of the areas where you just feel a little okay? So like I said, that's why I really feel like when it pertains to this month, this energy this month is going to really be all about going through like a spiritual retreat. Okay, this one says seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. So don't feel bad, cardinal signs, if you feel like your ass want to isolate this month. Your ass want to take a break from friends, social media. If you want to just kind of like maybe start cutting off some people so you can start aligning yourself with the right social media pages, habits, routines, nutrition, everything, okay? This is going to be one of those things to where it's like, how are you spiritually retreating yourself to really make sure that you're protecting yourself, refreshing yourself, rejuvenating yourself? Like I said, y'all got heavy Mercury retrograde energy being sent around y'all. Lucky for y'all, this Mercury retrograde won't be affecting y'all, okay? Y'all know the Mercury retrogrades are always affecting y'all asses, okay? But this Mercury retrograde that we're going to enter into within the next 2 months is going to really be affecting more of my fixed signs, because it's in the sign of Leo. So y'all kind of get a little break, but that does not mean that this energy still is not going to be on top of y'all, okay? This energy is still going to be on top of y'all, all right? But y'all also did get release and renew as one of your other life clarifying cards, okay? Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path this month, okay? So release and renew. You also did get harmony call, which represents the scales, balance, Libra energy. Y'all already know this is all about y'all. Embrace equality and pursue justice in the areas where you feel unbalanced or injustice. Harmonizing the energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. And then you also did get peaks reached. Peaks reached, okay? Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascents, for you have climbed high and earned your view. So this was, you may be, some of y'all may be reaching some new peaks. Some of y'all may be trying to reach a new peak of certain things that you may have been doing or trying to pursue, trying to grow in right now. So like I said, this really feels like a month where y'all are really needing to gather your shit together and really find ways to really observe where you can do better. So with the Judgment card coming out in reverse, along with the King of Cups in reverse, y'all should already know cups represent represent Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So whenever the cups come out in reverse, this is one of those cards so where emotions are going to be on a rise, and you need to really make sure they're rising for you in a way to where you're not like living in denial or running away from your problems, being escapist. Usually whenever the King of Cups come out in reverse, this could represent a person that could be feeling emotionally just unstable this month. So I really feel like cardinal signs, this is a time to really make sure that you are finding ways to keep yourself grounded. And like I said, empathy is very high for y'all this month. So energy is going to be so sensitive around y'all. Y'all need to really make sure that you're protecting yourself when it pertains to what you're soaking in. Sometimes with the King of Cups coming out in reverse, this is also a wake-up call. And this also even goes into the Seven of Cups in reverse, that a lot of y'all will be having a wake-up call and like sobering up from just like a lot of bullshit that you probably have been sitting in, that you have been accepting. Some of y'all need to also be wary and be careful of like getting yourself addicted to any pills, drugs, or alcohol, or running to those routes when you know that you're being asked to face something or heal something or work through something, okay? So like I said, this month is going to really show y'all where y'all need to have a reality check, okay? Where y'all need to learn how to bring in clarity without feeling like you have to keep running away from it or running away from acceptance, okay? This is one of those things to where it's like, all right, it's time to choose better, it's time to move better, and it's time to grow and mature better. All right, so this is why the Two of Wands also came out in reverse. Stop being so fearful of change, cardinal signs. Stop being so fearful of moving or being so indecisive and restricting yourself from what you need. With the Ten of Wands coming out in reverse, it's time to release. Look at this card in the upright. Look how this person is carrying all these sticks, all these responsibilities, all this emotional baggage. The Ten of Wands in reverse is letting me know that cardinal signs, this is a month of releasing and no longer feeling like you have to keep beating a dead horse. Whether this is some of y'all may be in unhealthy relationships and you keep beating this dead horse, thinking that something's going to change, thinking that something's going to grow. Some of y'all could be beating a dead horse when it pertains to a job, when it pertains to family members. It's time to know when to let go. Okay, once again, release and renew. So this is why I feel like the Death card came out for y'all. Like I said, once again, with that Death card coming out as your tarot card, and it also even came out as a lesson card for y'all. Like I said, a lot of this energy is just showing y'all over and over and over again. This is going to feel like a major rebirth month for y'all. This is going to feel like a month to where you're being asked to really make sure that you're letting go of the things that you just know it's just time to close a chapter to, you know? And don't allow whatever that you have to close to make you feel stuck or sad or over it or lost. Whatever that's being closed out is being closed out for a reason. And this is one of the reasons why I love the card that came out for y'all, one of y'all angel cards, 4444, Blessings in Disguise. And this card says, there might be some difficulties ahead for you this month, but your ass will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you have been suffering or just feeling lost in this particular energy or in this month or maybe even in these past months, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. So everything that you feel like may be falling apart for you, everything that you feel like may not be coming in the way that you want it to happen, or, you know, acting or pursue, baby, blessing in disguise. Okay, sometimes what we may receive or what we desire may not be exactly how it's going to come to us. Sometimes it's going to come in a season of a tower moment, in a season of releasement, in a season of transition, okay, in a season of having to like maybe go through a chaotic period just to find that peace that you probably have been searching and longing for. Okay, so this is why the Star came out in reverse. I don't want y'all to lose faith. I don't want y'all to not be optimistic this month. I don't want y'all to feel like y'all have to, you know, beat up on yourself or feel like you're not enough. You know, whenever the Star card comes out in reverse, this is a time to where I don't need y'all to be sitting in any type of like hopelessness and like lack. I need y'all to find ways to get that star energy back into you, babe, okay? I need you to work on your faith this month. I need you to work on your creativity. I need you to work on how you're pouring into yourself. I need you to work on how you're keeping yourself optimistic and also inspired. I need you to really make sure that you're finding ways to heal and rejuvenate yourself in all of the areas where you feel dry, stuck, and bored. And that's why I feel like the Eight of Pentacles came out. It's going to be a month to where you're going to be putting in the work. It's time to put in the work. That's why the Eight of Pentacles came out, okay? Some of y'all will be building up your finances. Some of y'all could be getting into some money this month as well. Some of y'all could be getting a new job or a pay raise, you know. Some of y'all could be trying to find ways to expand yourself, maybe mature, maybe plant some new seeds this month. Eight of Pentacles simply is just all about a card that represents putting in work. And whatever area, like I said, where you feel like you need to put in work, that's what this energy is giving for y'all, okay? Like I said, stability and security is very much key for y'all. Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, okay? okay? Like I said, some of y'all will feel like, oh my God, I'm putting in the work, I'm putting in the effort, I'm putting in this. When am I going to get my rewards? When am I going to get my abundance? Patience, babe. Patience, okay? The universe sees the hard work that you're putting in. The universe sees that everything that you're building upon. But just continue to keep nurturing yourself in this process. Like I said, divine timing, okay? Everything is not going to always happen when you feel like it should happen or when you want it to happen. But like I said, with the Three of Cups coming out in reverse, some of y'all will be called to reevaluate some friendships, reevaluate some ways that you may even go out and celebrate. Some of y'all may not be celebrating yourself enough, not giving yourself enough grace and gratitude. So some of y'all need to also make sure that you're finding ways to just celebrate yourself no matter what small or big accomplishment that you have or make this month, okay? With the King of Swords in reverse, work on your mental health. Let's make sure that we're not, being stuck in any type of drama this month. Gossipy energy, selfishness, rudeness. This is a time to really make sure that you're not also keeping yourself stuck in any type of cycles because you're so keep trying to have like this precaution type mindset. Oh, I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to heal this. I'm scared to accept this. No, it's time to start doing what the fuck you need to do right now, cardinal signs this month, okay? But like I said, this month with the Nine of Swords in reverse, this is going to be a month to where y'all will be like really recovering. This is like a recovery month. Like once y'all can make it through the storm, some of y'all will recover quickly. Some of y'all will recover maybe more towards the middle or towards the end of the month. But I do see energy will feel a little more lighter for y'all as y'all learn how to just accept what you have to accept and take accountability in the areas where you're being asked to grow up. Okay, so y'all also got 0550, the eye candy. This one says, get some fresh air, call on some friends, take a look around. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered in July. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm, baby, okay? You also did get 1212. And these angel numbers that I am showing y'all, like I said, these may be numbers that y'all may see. Maybe y'all have already been seeing it lately. This card is all about persistence, okay? An ample opportunity related to your life purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is in the cards. So it seems like love energy is coming out very heavily from my cardinal signs as well, to where some of y'all may be repairing a relationship or coming into some new love, okay? But like I said, be very careful because we are in the retrograde period. So you need to be very careful when you are starting some new things in retrograde periods, because retrograde periods is periods for us to slow down and reevaluate with what we already have, not bring in new, okay? And then lastly, 1414. Okay, this one says everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or even an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. So this just represents moving through July with a good attitude. Don't let whatever challenges or obstacles that get in your way make you feel like, oh my God, no. Like, move with a light attitude. Be happy, be joyful. Know that everything is going to work out for you in a way that it needs to at its own timing. So just continue to keep having a positive outlook this month, okay? And even for these next damn 6 months, okay? Continue to keep building up yourself and making sure that you keep yourself centered when it pertains to you as an individual. And then lastly, y'all, self-care tips and advice. Deep breathing. A lot of y'all need to really work on some deep breathing to really keep yourself centered, grounded, focused, okay? And keep yourself more in alignment towards just not not losing yourself when it pertains to overwhelming yourself with so many thoughts. Y'all also did get sing. Okay, sing, whether your ass can sing or not sing, okay? Just sing. Let your voice be heard. Let it out, whether it's happy singing, crying singing, mad singing. Let that motherfucking out. And let that voice of yours be heard, baby, okay? Positive affirmations, okay? Whether you want to write it down in a notebook, in your notes in your phone, whether you want to put it on your mirror. Reaffirm yourself every single day this month to really make sure that you keep yourself understanding of what you need to make sure that you keep in the back of your mind, okay? Movement. Do some yoga, do some stretching, go to the gym, move around, go take a walk outside. Allow your body to move and release whatever that's going on within. That's maybe making you feel stuck as well, And then connect with your womb. This is for my women, okay? Connect with your womb when it pertains to what you need to nurture right now in this season. Now, mind you, this is Cancer season, and Cancer represents the womb. So this is the perfect time to really make sure that you're connecting with your womb when it pertains to healing it, cleansing it, nurturing it, protecting it, okay? Go getting it checked up, everything of of that season and of that energy, okay? So cardinal signs, like I said, this energy this month, very heavy, but still very inspirational. But it's all about how you move, how you accept, how you heal, and how you grow. okay? And if you're not going to put in the work when it pertains to, like, you know, certain things that I mentioned in this reading, then you're going to continue to keep feeling like these obstacles and challenges are going to keep walking all over your ass. You need to walk all over motherfucking them, okay? So find ways to refresh, reset, restart, remind, release, and rejuvenate yourself this month. And don't be afraid to end whatever you have to end, to put yourself in the path and to put yourself in a position of motherfucking winning, baby, okay? Cardinal signs, thank y'all so much for tuning into this reading. I will see y'all asses next month. Love y'all. Bye.